In this box, I have Callaway's brand new irons for 2025. One of the issues being with this video is it's almost 2026. You see, whenever I see a brand new set of irons from the likes of Callaway, TaylorMade, Titleist, Ping, I get really excited. However, these irons didn't really excite me that much, and there's a huge problem that you might see with these irons. In fact, there may be a couple of huge problems we'll delve into in today's video. So we're going to take them out and test them, and these are, of course, the Callaway Elite irons. Now, off the bat, these do look really, really nice. Could these be a fantastic set of irons for you guys to have in your bag, or will they just be the next set of rental clubs at resorts around the world? Let's get out there and see just how good these irons might be. Okay, so before we get teed off, what are these Callaway irons all about, and why has it not kind of wet my whistle so far? So to look at it, it's a shape designed for speed. It has an AI 10 times smart face with faster ball speed than last year's irons. The AI advancements for optical distance control and launch. They have an enhanced sound and feel, premium shaft and grip, and of course, basically, I've read that off my phone because there's lots going on and they're jam-packed full of AI. Now, looking at them, you know what the big issue is here, Bob? I'm going to give you a clue. Guys, get in the comments below. It's a 4-letter word. Apex. Yeah, Apex. Like, Callaway do such an amazing job of making iron sets and of kind of tirelessly working really hard with the Apex range. And the Apex range for me is up there with some of the best irons money can buy. It's up there with your Mizunos, it's up there with, dare I say, the PXGs at the moment, and it's up there with the Titleist T range. Now, why have... and all brands do this. Why have them? Because I know TaylorMade do it with the QI, Callaway do it with these, but they don't feel 100% needed. I mean, when you hit one like that, that actually felt really, really good. So guys, just a real quick one. I'd like to announce that I am now part of the Caddy Comps family. You can win some fantastic prizes with Caddy Comps, so make sure you do check it out. There's the Halloween special coming up, and let's see exactly what the guys at Caddy Comps have for you this week. So guys, if you haven't heard of Caddy Comps yet, Caddy Comps gives you the opportunity to win the latest golf equipment every day for as little as 79p. Not only that, they also give away cars, watches, golf simulators and more. Make sure to check out their special Halloween trick-or-treat competition where you can win 5,000 instant win treat prizes to be won worth over a massive £150,000 with a huge £2,000 tax-free cash end prize. Caddy Comps creates 300 new winners per week and have given away over £10 million in golf prizes. Guys, good luck to those of you who want to enter, and please do check out the link in the comments to see what competitions are ending tonight. Callaway are trying to get market share with irons, and I know they are because that's exactly what all brands want to do. You're always thinking market share, you're always thinking how many of these can we sell and can we kind of one up the other brands. So here Callaway will be trying to one up TaylorMade in that kind of more forgiving iron market. But there's the Callaway Elite, Callaway Elite X, Callaway Elite X HL, and you look at it and you think there's too many. Then you've got the Apex Pro, you've got the Apex Black, the Apex TI. I just think you've got such a good array of clubs. You see, I look down at this, it looks so different to an Apex, and it does. Look at that. It definitely has a totally, this is a 4-iron I'm hitting here, by the way, and it has a totally different sensation to, I don't want to say premium, because if I use the word premium, you're going to think these aren't expensive. These retail around £1,000. You can get them cheaper now. I've just looked online, you can get them for like a little bit less than that, but it's still a lot of money. And I think if you're going to be in that £700 to £1,000 to £1,200, first of all, you're probably going to go and get fitted. And who's going to fit you into these? Are you going to go Apex instead? Like, do you walk in and go, I either want the TaylorMade QIs or the Callaway Apexes? And that doesn't mean to say that these are bad irons. I've hit a terrible shot there. It's still running up the left-hand side of this hole, and I'll be interested to see how far behind that is than the first two, because the first two were fantastic strikes. Let's go and assess that. Let's have a look. Let's talk some numbers for some of these irons as well and see just how good or lame they are. I've never used the word lame in a video before either. Never. So for points of consistency there, you can see we have had quite a bit of drop off. I'm really impressed with how close the first two are together. And this one was obviously a little bit of it was a duff, to be fair. Let's jump on the next par 3, we'll hit some mid irons. I do think the further down this set you get can be more impressive, because I do think if you're looking at this set, I mentioned in the introduction, could these be the next set of rentals? Quite often you go to holiday resorts and you see clubs like this that are branded like the kind of driver woods and fairways and hybrids. They end up as rental sets with the elite bag and elite putter and elite wedge and everything like that. I don't think that's going to be the case with these, because the further down the set you get, they actually look really, really good. And I think Callaway have spent too much time and R&D on these for them to potentially be that. So without any further ado, hole in one, Bob. We haven't had one for ages, have we? 167 yards. Right, I'm going to hit 7, because for me a 7-iron is usually around that 165 club. It's a little bit early. I do think you'll probably generate a touch more distance with these than maybe the Apex, than maybe some of those other iron specialist categories. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But look at that, like as soon as we get down into the scoring irons, that looks really good. There's a little bit of offset on there, which I think everybody realistically wants in this category. Top line's not thick, not thin. Can we just hit some nice, pretty straight shots at this central flag? That is absolutely perfect. That felt so good as well. I think I almost have an apology ready in my head, because looking at this, I do feel like if you scrub the elite off it, this could be a timeless design for years and years and years. There's loads of tech in there. There's that AI 10 times smart face. There's everything else going on. And you look at the shots that we're hitting here. Yes, there's always going to be the occasional bad one. We're not human. We are human, Bob, aren't we? So realistically, what more do you want? We've seen the spin rates are a touch low. You may not have seen that yet because the numbers are maybe coming. Low spin rates aren't the end of the world if you're getting a launch. If you're launching these clubs pretty well, the spin doesn't matter as much. I do like how arrow straight that went. And that as well. That's fading back onto that flag perfectly. I mean, I'm going to hit you another one because I'm really enjoying this, but I almost feel like I don't need to hit you another one because I'm proving the point in that the 4-iron didn't feel amazingly soft. It felt okay. As soon as we get down into these shorter irons, they feel very good. They feel buttery, I suppose you could say. Have you ever felt butter? I was thinking this the other day because you put your knife in the butter, don't you? You never, if you finger your butter, you're weird, aren't you? I bet Al does fingers his butter. I think that's quite close, that second one. Same again. I've pulled that a little bit. Now I'll be interested to see how long that's gone, because it has gone long as well. So that's always going to be one of the things with these kind of irons with lots of tech in them. If you do pull them a little bit like I've done there, it was all rosy in the garden until we hit that last one, just gone that 10 yards further. It's gone along of the bunker, which you might be pleased with, but for that kind of front to back dispersion, not ideal. It's not the end of the world. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, a wise man once said. You know, I said that quote on the day he died on a video. Did you? Yeah, really weird actually, yeah. Right, let's go. And you see, this is really interesting because I cited that the spin numbers were fairly low, and lots of people will look at the spin numbers and say, oh, they're just power jacked, low lofted irons. You look at these, and both of them have come... I know, it would have been nice, wouldn't it? But both of them have come back. So can that be landing angle? Yes, it can be a little bit, but realistically, it's a perfect morning for testing irons, and that's pretty much exactly what you would want. You don't want any more backspin than that with a 7-iron, or it would be impossible. You can see the shot here has gone long. So let's have a look at how good this wedge is around the greens. I'll pop them here because you definitely just go sand wedge. Even that's pitched here, so it's not done too bad. But one of the things with these sets is sometimes you don't have that element of control. You don't have that lovely soft feel. This gets away from us straight away. So do we have that nice little... You know what, I didn't mind that at all. Once you learn about what this shot does and work kind of across. You can feel it a little bit. You can feel the tech in the head. Like, it does come fiery. You have to know that it's going to come off fairly firm. So I do feel, and that's the one that kind of catches you out because it spins a little bit, but maybe a little bit of tech in this. And if you were thinking about a set like this, would you go pitching wedge? Would you go into some kind of actual formal wedge? Let's test this from a little bit further out and see if it can do the job that I'd want it to do. Guys, if you're still here, please get in the comments below and let us know what your thoughts are on these, and could you see yourself parting with the best part of $1,000 for them, or would you go Apex? Apex are so good, aren't they? So good. You see, when it comes to numbers for these Callaway Elite irons, yes, they look fantastic, yes, they feel good, yes, they sound good, but how do they perform? Because as already mentioned in this video, I do feel like the big elephant in the room here is the Apex range of irons. Callaway's Apex irons are up there with some of the best on the market for me. And I mean, they look so good down at the ball, but are they just a rental set waiting to happen? Or are they actually a really good option for golfers around the world? Certainly a more clicky feel than the Apex, more of a firm feel. That's subjective, it's not necessarily a bad thing. What have we got spin rate wise there? That's gone 170 yards, 179 total, and we've got a spin in front of me at 5,300, so fairly low, but that's okay because there's plenty of tech in here to get that ball up in the air. And you can see just there how easy that club is to launch. I've got right under that, but that's still going to do pretty well for us. That was a much higher spin. I've kind of tried to get that more airborne, but I don't really know why I've done that. But as you can see, I think it's a nice, like bag appeal wise, it's up there, isn't it? It's nice, it's got the chrome, it's got the kind of satin finish on there as well. I expected this to sound softer, but I feel like that's where Callaway have gone, you know what, the Apex is for the players, and these Elite irons are more, that's the shot you want. The Elite irons are much more for the kind of golfer who's maybe not new to the game, but just wants that element of forgiveness, wants that element of, I don't really care how it feels, I just want ultimate performance. That's gone 173 yard carry, going 180 yards total, again spinning at just over 5,000. So the technology to get these to fly so high and get that landing angle so steep is how you generate still that element of control with a club like this. That felt really good. That felt much, much better. Going a little bit left here, there is a bit of offset on these clubs, which you could say that's why they're going left. You could say it's me. I'd probably say it's more me than the clubs, to be brutally honest. I feel like when there's offset on a club like this, I have to get that handle just a bit more forward, try and start the ball further to the right, and then promote that kind of slight draw just like that. So it does go to show you can manipulate your swing to certain golf. You wouldn't really want to do that if you were spending this amount of money. That one's pitched 177 yards. This is the 7-iron. And that's quite frightening, isn't it? I was going to just do the numbers with the 7-iron, you know, but with how interesting I've found these, let's get a longer one and let's see what the longer irons do. Okay, so we've got the 4-iron now, and if the 7-iron's performing as well as it is doing for distance, if you just want your irons to go further, could these be the answer? That wasn't the palm of my hand, that was like the ball of my hand, that hurt that. Right, much more offset on here. Oh yeah. That wasn't what I anticipated, because that sounded fantastic. Pitching over 200, 4,000 spins, so when the spin matches the number on the bottom, it's almost too much actually for an iron like this, because it does have obviously all that tech in it to allow the ball to get airborne. You can see there, peak heighting, very similar to the 7-iron. I can't believe the 4-iron feels so soft. It sounds really good, doesn't it? And that, 220 yards, what more do you want from a 4-iron? That for me is a really interesting thing, because as you move up through this set, if you could split set it and go like, but you don't need to, because the pitching wedge looks so good. It's almost like I'm eating my words here, and I really don't mind that at all. I still think I'd be in the market for Apex. Or would I? Does Apex feel that good compared to that? That's 210 carries, 220 yards again. consistency wise, really, really impressed by these. Are they just going to be another rental set? Guys, comment below and let us know, because as it stands, that's the cat firmly amongst the pigeons. I'm really pleased I did that. Justice for the elite. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we don't shout that. Justice for Callaway. Right, so let's test this pitching wedge from 100 yards, because that's where, if you do look at sets like this, sometimes you might struggle to get the launch and the spin, and that can be detrimental to anyone's game. So we'll just go a little kind of 9 o'clock swings here, see how close we can get. Now straight away, that felt phenomenal. That felt really, really good. It stopped fairly quickly, released out just a touch. Can I then flight this down? Because if we think about these irons being nice and forgiving, yes, we want them to be forgiving, but you also want that air of versatility as well. We're not going to be able to do that with a dirty club face. So can we just flight this just a touch lower? So you see, again, it's easier to launch, but I'm not managing that really nice kind of low flight. So I think we'll leave that there. So as you can see, the first shot released out a little bit. The second shot, I felt like we learned more about the distance. It's pitched just short, released out nicely. I think I'm getting what I want from these. I still just think I'd probably get the Apex though. Guys, comment below, what would you do with these clubs? Bob's nodding as well, he'd do the same. But if anyone has got these as well, I'll be really interested to see how you get on with them. The Callaway Elite irons.